you're in for a ride in this video because I'll be sharing my creative process from start to finish. From the first spark of inspiration to the final results and all the chaos in between. Woo! No, okay. Oh my god. I promise you, I'm going to share as much value as I possibly can. Alright, first things first, what are we actually going to shoot in this video? Well, it all starts with an idea, and for that, we need some inspiration. I prefer finding my inspiration in my surroundings rather than jumping onto Instagram. I feel like on Instagram, I am looking at only the final result. I also notice myself then only thinking inside the box. I'd rather find my inspiration in the surroundings, like on the streets or on my travels, talking to different photographers, or something even as simple as seeing a bus stop in my street, and that's when my ideas start rolling. So for this photo shoot, we are going to do it a little different. A little while ago, I did jump on Instagram. This is going against what I literally just said, but I hope you get the point. But I found this bag brand, and they make handmade leather bags. I think they look pretty freaking awesome. So I was like, I need to get my hands on one of those. And I reached out, I sent a proposal with an idea for a photo shoot. I think that will be a golden combination. And something that really helped me out to visualize my idea is a mood board, and that's where Milanote comes into play. I use this tool to organize my ideas and turn my projects into visual boards. I've been working with them for a while now, so I'm very excited to show you how I use it. Alright, so first things first, I create a board into Milanote. Then I start with a global plan. So who is actually the brand we are working with? Then next up, which is a pretty important detail, is the gear we need for the photo shoot. So this for me is a must-have. I have a tendency of forgetting a lot of things on my photo shoots, sometimes. So I go through the checklist before I start shooting, make sure I've got everything, and this is a lifesaver. So for this shoot, I'll be bringing my 28mm. This is, to me, the perfect wide-angle lens. I love using this on my photo shoots. Then next up is my Sigma 50mm f1.4, the best for portraits in my opinion, so this one is going with me as well. And then last but not least, my 85mm f1.4 for some nice compressed shots, and of course my trusty Canon R6. As you can see, the bag is blue with brown. So I wanted a contrasting location, and I immediately thought of this one. This is Black Rock Beach. It has orange rocks, it looks incredible. So I easily dragged the map into my Milanote board, and this way I can see where the location is. Then my favorite part about the planning process is my mood board. And in this board I drag and drop images that I found on Pinterest. It's honestly my biggest friend for when it comes to making a mood board. And in the board I also add a couple of notes, not only for myself but also for the model, like which poses we can recreate. And what really helps is that I have Milanote on my phone as well, so when I open my mood board and I can show it to the model, she knows exactly what I've had in mind. Then I feel like we are missing an incredibly important detail, which is of course a model. That's how I came to Maddie. I feel like she would suit this mood board best. She has modeled for me in the past as well, and she is just chef's kiss. So to keep Maddie in a loop with my ideas, I sent a call sheet to her. So this is what the call sheet looks like. I always make sure to include the time we're actually shooting, the location, the actual mood board, so she has an idea of the vibe I'm trying to go for, and outfit inspiration. So now I've got all my planning and preparation in one place. So if you want to check it out, you can try Milanote for free with no time limit. So sign up to a free account using the link in my description. Okay, I am very much aware that I am yapping a lot. Just bear with me. There are a couple things I want to share with you about finding models and if I actually pay them. Question I get asked a lot is, how do you actually find your models? And there are a couple of different ways on how I do this, not only in the city where I live, but also when I'm on a holiday or when I'm on a trip and I want to shoot a model. So number one being hashtags on Instagram. So what I do when I'm in a different city is I type in, for example, Melbourne models. Then Instagram shows you a bunch of people that have used this hashtag. You definitely need a bit of patience with this little trick. Then number 2 being look on pages of other photographers. So when I'm in Melbourne, I type in Melbourne photographer and they have shot models as well. I'll click on the models page, see if it would fit my mood board, and then I reach out with a very clear message. Then number 3 being modeling agencies. To be fair, this doesn't always have my preference, especially if my idea is quite spontaneous and I want to shoot it quickly. The thing is, with agencies, you'll sometimes have to deal with usage rights. And for you, this means how long you can actually use the photos for, on example, your website or your Instagram page. Obviously more than fair, but this comes with a price. You'll have to pay the fee of the model, probably the fee of the usage rights. But if you want to avoid all of these things, then you can always still send an email to an agency, making it very clear that this is a test photo shoot and sharing that the purpose of the photo shoot is for you to expand your portfolio and also to expand the model's portfolio. Because yeah, it is a fact, models don't just fall from the sky. You sometimes have to do a little bit of digging. Okay, then next. Am I actually paying the model for this photo shoot? And the answer for this one is no. So what I proposed to Maddie is that, okay, I found this really cool bag brand. I really want to shoot with them and I feel like you would love the bag as well. So the deal here is I give her one of the bags and then in return she gives me her skills and expertise. And yeah, we both get something out of it. But for other photo shoots, I try and usually pay the model, or even if it's the travel expenses or a coffee or making sure they have lunch or whatever, I always feel like they're investing a lot of time into me, so that is the least I can do. Okay, I feel like I just talked so much, so let's start shooting. This is also my first time shooting a bag, so I've been thinking like maybe you can like sort of hug it almost, as if it's like part of you fully. Yeah, something like that. I think that's cool. Maybe we can try here, because then you, yeah, just trying to see like letting it hang like this. I think that's pretty nice. That's it. That's really cool. I'm thinking I would love to try something here. I kind of want to like create like a high-end, you know, those weird haute couture type of hanging it like this. If that's all right. Woo! No, okay. I need to. I'm gonna. Oh my god. Just want to come closer, but don't break my neck. Stunning. It almost looks like a Gucci type of Versace ad almost. Also this, I'll show you as well, Mitch. Love it, with this, the ocean in the background. I don't know if you can hear me, but just then I was shooting with the 50mm, just because it gives a nice and compressed look. But now we're gonna go even more zoomed in with the 85mm. And I reckon try the curve again with your face, and maybe even like eyes towards that direction. Yeah. What if you, is that possible, like sort of swing it? I am going to be super far away, but your whole body is going to be in the photo. And you can just like sort of hold it like that even, like look towards it. Super effortless, like you almost don't give a shit about the bag, like that type of vibe. Maybe even, yeah. And what if you like balance it on your, yeah, imagine. I almost looked like I was just gonna dive straight in. Yeah, chin up was beautiful, yeah, nice. Can I fix your hair for 1 second? Hello, it's me. I just want to share something about the communication with the model. And I know it can be scary to talk to someone or instruct someone that you don't really know. Trust me, I will stick my hand in the fire, promising you that it will make the biggest difference in your photos. And I'm speaking from my modeling experience in the past. I really enjoyed it when a photographer was vocal about his or her ideas. So I try to really express the look and feel I'm trying to recreate with my photos. I'll pose as an example and then the model can replicate it. And it helps that Maddie has seen the mood board, because this way she knows the vibe, the angles, and it really speeds up our shooting process. I was showing Maddie the photos I was getting, so she knows what she looks like. Maybe she didn't like her hair in the photo and she can fix it. And trust me, your model is not gonna judge your raw photo. I don't know how rough I look at the moment with all the sea salt and the wind, but we're getting our last and final shots already. I'm incredibly happy with the photos. I feel like we pretty much got all the photos from my mood board. Of course, I'm not like trying to replicate it one-on-one, but as long as I can get the same vibe as my mood board in my photos, I'm a happy girl. I reckon we got it, Maddie. Yes! It was literally like a balancing act, but we did it. Alright, so I just got back to my office and obviously it's the next day. And I think this is a great way to show that a photo shoot is just not one day. I still have a lot of editing to do as well. So I actually already made a start on them and I just selected my favorites. Usually I start editing the photo which I love the most, just to get me in the mood and in the flow, because I'm happy with how that photo turned out, and that sort of determines the color grade for the other photos as well. So before I started editing, I already knew that I wanted to go for a very natural, maybe even earthy undertone to my photos. So I decided to go for the preset called Chimney from my preset pack. This one has very beautiful earthy tones and exactly what I was looking for. So I applied that preset and did some minor adjustments to really correct the skin tones, and that's how I eventually got to this result. I still feel like I have so much more to share, so if you had a question and I didn't answer it, please just ask them down below. I'll happily answer them for you. And that is it. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I also hope to see you at my next one. Okay, bye bye! Doei!